The key for a big CRO coin pump, in my personal opinion, is a true altcoin season. And that's something that we haven't seen yet, but in this CRO video, I need to update you guys on a couple key charts to be mindful of as you prepare for a potential altcoin season, because it does look like the signs are pointing in the right direction with the way we're seeing Ethereum move right now. And I'm going to explain that to you guys in this video as I currently see it. Please note, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing here we say is financial advice. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about CRO. Looking at the charts today, we're still not breaking above that 12-cent level yet, but CRO is holding above 12 cents. And you see popular memes like Pepe rallying, XRP has been rallying. But most importantly, Ethereum's been rallying. And Ethereum is trying to make a move up to like that $3,500 level that I've been talking about after breaking through the very key level at about 28.50. A level of resistance that if we were breaking through it, I had a feeling we could be getting some kind of broader move for the crypto market, specifically altcoins. And what we're seeing in CRO, by the way, is definitely an altcoin. You're seeing Bitcoin dominance breaking down. So as Bitcoin dominance is breaking down, that is a signal for an altcoin season. Please remember, guys, these have been our altcoin seasons. This was not a period where Bitcoin was doing poorly. This Bitcoin dominance chart going down does not mean Bitcoin's doing poorly. It just means that altcoins start to outperform Bitcoin. And after a very long stretch of time of Bitcoin outperforming CRO, Ethereum, and a variety of altcoins, this is maybe starting to break down. Here's what I'm getting excited about, okay? This is one thing that we've talked about before, this chart, okay? I would say right now there is a good chance that we are in this optimism phase of this cycle where we're kind of breaking through new all-time highs for Bitcoin, and Ethereum's really starting to rally. And we're really optimistic because it's crypto week. We've got voting happening in the House. You've got Standard Chartered Bank offering Bitcoin and Ethereum to their clients, possibly even belief right now, because factually there's a lot of positive things going on. I would say we're not quite in the thrill zone yet because, really not getting to the point where this, people are saying things like this that you can see under thrill here, and certainly not in euphoria yet. But we are getting closer to this blow off top portion of this cycle, and I do think there will be some kind of bear market at some point. Now, could this thing go into 2026? That's a big debate. That's not the focus of this video. The focus of this video is how is CRO going to pump? When can CRO pump? And is that dollar CRO price like coming sooner rather than later? Well, if we're in this kind of upward move, do we have a good sign for altcoin season? This is the path to altcoin season chart that we've seen a lot of people talk about. Phase 1 has always been Bitcoin pumps first. Phase 2 was Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flippening. Now, I said recently in a video that we're not going to hear talks of the flippening, but we are seeing stories like this come out. Ethereum finally crosses 3,000. Here's why it could go higher. The world's second largest digital asset has been losing ground to key rivals like Bitcoin and Solana. Not anymore. Oh, what does that mean? That means that Ethereum is starting to outpace Bitcoin. And actually what they have as the title of this is exactly that. Ethereum price surges past $3,000, growing faster than Bitcoin and Solana. And what do we need on this chart? Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. And it's actually outperforming Solana, which is fine and good. Because after phase 2, after Ethereum's done pumping, then what we've actually historically seen, at least, money is flowing into large caps, and we see large ups happening. Phase 3, large caps. Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, and large caps are going parabolic. That's phase 3. So first, it's Bitcoin pumps. We've seen that. Then it's Ethereum pumps. We're seeing that maybe start right now. That true pump for Ethereum might be starting right now. And then it's large caps. And guess what, guys? CRO is a I think it's a large cap. Over $1 billion, I'd call that a large cap. You could call it a mid cap. This phase 3 is when CRO could really start to rip. And then phase 4, where we can really potentially see that CRO pump, is altcoin season. That's large caps gone full vertical, and we're seeing blow off tops, mid caps, low caps, micro caps, all tend to pump around the same. And we see just like that everything pump, okay? We are looking pretty decent for this to play out right now. We had a moment where we had like a mini altcoin season, but it's really been the Bitcoin show up until now. And right now, after Bitcoin's hit 123, all of a sudden we're starting to see Ethereum rally. We've seen a lot of altcoins pump lately, but Ethereum is keeping its momentum right now, and it could be moving into that time where we're getting into phase 2 and moving into phase 3 and eventually phase 4, which is that blow off top part of this bull cycle. That is when I would expect to see CRO breaking past these highs that we saw in October 2024. Frankly, that's when I would expect CRO as well to blow past the May 2022 highs and get to that dollar price, in my personal opinion. I am not a financial advisor. You have to do your own research, my friends. But this is something that I think a lot of people have been looking forward to. And as we've been waiting, guys, and we've seen all this chop and this volatility for CRO going up to 17 cents, back down to 7 cents, back up to 24 cents. There's been so much volatility for trading, and we do have affiliates in the link of this video in the description down below for different trading platforms where you can start trading. You can do demo trading. You can do it with pretend funds, and then eventually, if you feel comfortable, you can dabble with actual trading. You have to pick your own trades, find levels of support and resistance, and do research when you're trading. But it's one way to take advantage of these markets, no matter if they're going up or if they're going down. Successful traders can make money. You have to learn the way of the trade, but there are a lot of folks in this crypto market that do it, and I know that traditional finance people have a ball playing around in these crypto markets, because that's one of the joys of crypto, is the volatility, and one of the frustrations at times too, when you're wanting it to just have a blow off top explosion in an altcoin season and we're chopping around. You're like, come on, just go up already. I get it. And I think we've been patient with CRO, and I believe that a very exciting time could be coming very, very soon. That's my personal opinion. I want to share with you guys in this video. Things are looking pretty decent. Bitcoin's still holding strong at $118,000, but Ethereum is kind of stealing the show right now, which could be signaling, with this breakdown of Bitcoin dominance, a potential altcoin season coming up. That's all I got in this one, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, DCA HODL, of course. Do your own research, and until next time, guys, I'll keep those videos coming for you. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. See you next time, folks. Peace.